Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Biggest game of your career, Bucks. Biggest game of your career, Bucks. You helped them sorry ass fucking Saints out and you helped yourself. We got to win and hope some people lose. We can change the tides right here, guys. Then we got our own, we control our own destiny. We got the Bears, we got the Giants, and we got the fucking Vikings. We control our own destiny, guys. Teams couldn't beat us before. So get pumped up. We the fucking ex-champs back in the day. Let's go. We ain't even on the map right now, guys. That's embarrassing. Not even in the fucking hunt. Come on, guys. We should be way in the hunt.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles.
Go ahead, pull it out. You're not getting them.
All right. The Lions lost. Good job. I don't know what the Lions record was. It didn't show.
Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here.
We the only guys beat these guys.
And there's a lot of
our division.
watching the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern during the 2 interceptions. The ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They didn't get the win, didn't they?
Me and you, Crawford.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He'll be out right at the 35. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago.
What was all that noise,
5
man?
catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey, the Eagles lost. Good job.
Because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass. The latest incarnation.
Teams are losing this week, guys. We just got to win.
About the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for the offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels he can come back on 3rd down to pick up the first down. But sometimes
too much. Down he goes.
Big sack, baby. Big sack.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. Into the sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of
Fumble, got him.
That's complete.
Got him.
And
Got him.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Got him. Got him, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The Bucks are pumped up, baby.
About the 1-yard line.
Woo!
So the Bucks now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that
Bucks a pump, baby. That was a big hit.
Press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
I know they always cheat on that play, man. Ain't no way that guy can get around that corner that fucking fast.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
There you go, Moreland. Show him the power, baby. Show him the power. To the touchdown king, baby.
Play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs
Get the motivation up.
First quarter lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like the little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage,
Come on, guys.
you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back.
We've been the best team for years.
And it paid off handsomely.
We just got to get to the show. Don't nobody scare you to get to the show.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them.
I need Minnesota to lose, too.
Field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send
Deep
this
concentration,
one away.
baby. Deep concentration. No Hobaleni football. Got to beat the first place team.
Touchback is at Sales over the end line.
Minnesota lost. They 6-6 now, guys. Green Bay 6-6. We all gonna be tied. Green Bay got me on the break though, but they beat me. But I still need Minnesota to lose too though, so it's okay.
Just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball.
It's okay.
Everybody tell you to lay your ass down?
I need everybody 6-6. Anything can happen. But I gotta win though.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Got him! Oh, we should pick that off. Good defense, guys.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Come on, how did he hold on to that ball?
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
You got this little quarterback fucking run.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for
That should have been a
11
fumble.
and a first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper.
Hey guys, you keep running, you ain't gonna be playing the rest of the year. I knock quarterbacks out.
Taking a big time hit.
I knock them down. That was a big hit, boy. You can't take too many though. I wouldn't come around that corner again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is the tight end to Joku. And 45 in enemy territory. Another nice.
Yeah, Dallas won, so Dallas took over first place.
Last 2 plays.
Wow.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive and help get him on the ground.
I bet you got a game to play, bitch. Let's go.
When I just got man ready, how
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers.
Trying to get to the Super Bowl, bitch.
Eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Good defense. Come on, man. Let's go.
They figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with.
We doing this dude a favor.
He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Escaping the pressure right, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line.
All right, we didn't want to hit stick him. Just grab him. Make sure we don't get no extra yards, guys. Good job.
And that leads us to fourth down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm.
And the fucking Giants gonna win the division. They're 8-4. Dallas is the wild card so far. It's gonna be rough around here, boy. Wow.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're.
And Washington fucking won. God damn it! Somebody could have beat their ass for me, motherfucker.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
A play fake. Now Warner. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Drag route.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. Plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That shirt class. Check the best.
They'll run on first down. Moreland, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The running back, again, the ball carrier.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
The Saints game.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move.
That's how I was looking at the Saints earlier.
They're in the top 5 in the NFL at picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down. Because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
They're going to score a point.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now Warner. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Warner. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I text her.
Moving the pressure right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's what she just made.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pick go.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Good job.
Carlton Davis picks it, so they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone.
Well,
Man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
On 1st down.
Good
Downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in the victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that.
In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A.K.A. Dark Gable, a.k.a. I said, we ain't going to want that. You're trying to hurt me. God damn. We're sitting in the locker room. This is going to be the second. I knew something was up. Well,
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends.
took him out. This took him out later than what I normally do.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in.
Fullback Allah.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
It's the clock is the evening.
They'll try to run this one in.
Good job, baby. Hey, that guy couldn't be Washington for us, but we're going to be Atlanta for him. Fucking bitch.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
You call him, man. Call him a little bitch.
Stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He's
Good job, guys.
Man, you know what else he should do? If this continues,
just maintain.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll make the score 14-0. But it's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from it feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Nice.
Here's the 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. He's got him in.
Oh, come on, man. He just throwing this shit up for grabs.
Down inside the 35. 39 yards there. Big one.
1st down, Falcons.
That is some bullshit.
Still
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run first down.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Buccaneers 14. Falcons 3.
On maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, it actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball teams, the ones that really defend. And we talk about the length that they have and able to get their hands on balls, have deflections and knock them away. That's what we're seeing here. It's very difficult to get a pass into a receiver because there's always someone in the lanes.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Past the 30.
At the 31.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he will be very
Take my
close
fourth
to
and
the
inches.
first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Next time, boxing me out.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find
Good job.
out.
Way to get the 4th and inches.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. It'll be Warner on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Tackled.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you're able to give up a sack, it really is almost discrediting their work.
There's only 2 jobs. My father worked for 30 years. Wait. Worked on the welding.
Nice. Nice. A little bit at a time.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
They was very hard.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
My sisters and 3 brothers. I'm the baby bear.
Here's Warner. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
I don't think he like every now and then something like that. They just look.
catch interference. Kicking team.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Back to throw here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Got a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into the passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They said, okay, he holds his own and he's strong, physical enough to. Nobody outworked me. I was on the court more than he. It wasn't even.
Right back to him on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down.
What was that, guys? Come on.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A 1st chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Most amazing ever seen by anybody in his high school. So the sports writer came in.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop to throw.
Nice ball, Nice ball.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back in the 9-yard line.
2nd down and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss, not a big one. But any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Basketball in high school. I'm with this guy for decent. Magic Johnson.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch this.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And hit behind the
Fumble.
line. He lost the football. It's
Good
loose.
job.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he
Good job.
to the
Big
end
defensive
zone.
hit right there.
Recovery touchdown.
Fumble 6, baby. Take it to the house.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for the touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Let's do something them Saints couldn't do. Let's whoop their ass. Do something them Aints couldn't do for us.
But then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way.
Do something them Aints couldn't do.
They cheated us. Shut up, fool.
We'll do something them Aints can't do. They couldn't win for us, but we got to win for them. Fucking bitches.
That dude, that type of shit, boy.
Alright, you want to do something, you got to do it yourself. The guy that wants to make the playoffs, I think he lost on purpose. You know we had to look. You know we had to win. We ain't got no choice. Yeah, we put this guy back at respectability to get back to first place again.
But I chose to lose. Stupid ass.
Hey, bitch, you know I was gonna beat Atlanta for you, motherfucker.
Stupid.
They put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they ran out.
Well, if I could lose this game, I would, but I can't. Look.
And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense.
Did you lost your internet, fool?
Big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
All right.
It's taken to the 26. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, Moreland, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
To throw on 3rd down, Warner. On the crossing route, complete. That's Leonard. And he is going to have a first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. first down throw. Warner. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good job, guys.
Throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, Warner.
Drag route.
That's complete, right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone.
Good shuffle pass, Warner.
Touchdown. A great play there.
Good job.
His way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
And here now come the Falcons. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Marshall. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 28-23 was your final. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Green Bay to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 33-14, the final score. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 29-10, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice for guys, but be prepared for some change.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Now Warner throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
They'll run on first down. Womack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Womack.
The ball carried by number 23. The tackle made at
second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back to throw now on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Womack. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. In the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Falcons 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not
all right, guys, come on, put the drive together.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. That was a safety, Taylor Rapp, right there on the coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Good job. Good first down.
Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Moreland looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Warner. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. Moreland. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Warner to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got
Good job,
6.
guys. Keep the clock moving.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. Moreland. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. It's a gain of 4, and it gives him the first.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
first down. Moreland. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Good job, guys.
For a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
And he gets this
Come
down
on, guys. What was that?
Tampa Bay territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
On the play leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. Womack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
A gain of 6.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, fourth quarter, you're going. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. They'll run on first down. Moreland, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He was tackled. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bucs on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The throw over the middle taken in. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A gain of 6.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Marshall's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's going to go down again. Devin White in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. On 2nd down now. Womack. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons get a bit closer. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, Moreland. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Moreland, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Warner from the gun. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. David Njoku and the rest of the offense heading back out onto the field. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On 1st down, Moreland. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Number 37 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Tonight, for Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Buccaneers, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.